right. You know, I had a bad joke queued up, like a bad local search joke queued up. My 8-year-old helped me devise, but maybe I'll skip that. You can come over to the booth if anybody wants to hear it. In today's presentation, we're going to go over a couple of things. Find the right button here. So exactly what is a store locator? Why it's important for your brand's digital presence, best practices to optimize the locator for SEO, and then the opportunity to take it forth by way of local activation. So, what is a store locator? In the most basic sense, a locator is a map embedded on a brand's website to display that brand's business data. They've been around for a while, so a lot of marketers tend to neglect them by way of the fact that they don't think a lot of technology has changed. While that's not necessarily the case, the rise in mobile has certainly allowed the search landscape to cause the features and the importance for the locators to evolve. So we've got three main features: search, map, and results. It allows potential and current customers to find a location of a business either by entering that information, such as the address or zip code, or by allowing the map to auto-detect a user's location. The locator then returns the locations closest to the consumer, ordered either by distance or whatever filters that user has provided. The primary goal when building a locator is to get the users through as quickly and as seamlessly as possible, obviously with providing them the information that they're looking for. So the main reason that locators are so important now is largely due to the proliferation of mobile. Smartphone penetration in the US is nearly 73% today. That's 176 million individuals that are on the go looking for business data around them. Each one of these smartphone users converts at a much higher rate as they would on a computer or a tablet, obviously since mobile has a very high local intent. For example, in a study recently done by Google, 50% of mobile searchers convert within 1 day, compared to 34% across desktop and tablet. And for certain industries, such as food services, more than 60% of mobile searchers convert within the same hour. Because of this high conversion rate, local results are becoming increasingly valuable as a growing percentage of search takes place across mobile. This trend is only going to continue to intensify as mobile search query volume surpassed that of desktop volume for the first time just last year. Store locators are important because they allow obviously businesses to tap into this enormous high conversion local search market by providing authoritative location information directed right at the consumer. So, leads us to a challenge: building these with dynamic content and obviously optimizing for SEO. So because of the dynamic map component of store locators, designing them for SEO has proven challenging. In order for the crawlers to index the dynamic map, it has to run every permutation of zip code and other options available to the user, which is complex and highly inefficient for a search engine. This means the same web development techniques that allow locators to dynamically respond to a user's location information also renders that page invisible to search engine crawlers. So to combat this, businesses can utilize static elements from location landing pages combined with the dynamic elements of the store locator. This maintains the live search functionality of the locator while leveraging the SEO power of the store location pages. So there's 5 main tactics that you can use to optimize your locator pages. We'll go through a little bit more in each in detail. The first is linking the locator pages with the corresponding pages right within the locator. The second involves using semantic HTML markup to mark structured data on the pages so the engines can easily understand the context of the information. The third is optimizing the content by the locators by delivering a full range of what the user is looking for, such as store hours, rich media, so on and so forth. The fourth is prominently featuring the locator functionality across mobile. And then the final tactic is providing information that the desired actions result obviously in a conversion, such as get directions or call. So link store location pages. Obviously a location page is a dedicated page on that business's site with each location's geodata, name, address, phone, hours, etc., collected and structured in the body of the page using a search engine friendly markup that we'll talk more about here in just a bit. The store page should also include an embedded map and a marker with geocoding for that location. Local experts consistently agree that search engines and their crawlers prioritize store location pages and the information because they're authoritative and clearly structured. For a locator to harness the power of SEO, for location landing pages, they should obviously link those pages back to the corresponding pages in the locator. This maintains the page authority of the locator, which also improving organic search relevance of those connected pages. One of the most useful features in linking the store location pages is the structured data. For the pages to be found by search engines and crawlers, the information must be structured using semantic HTML, such as schema.org, which happens to be the official markup type supported across Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Using semantic HTML is a way of marking structured data across the web pages so the engines can clearly understand the context of the information. It allows for the metadata to be inserted into the text of the pages so that it's visible to the crawlers and the engines. This is an example of store hours in the correct markup to ensure that these hours are displayed by Google both in maps and organic results. Without the markup, the content is there, but the search engines have to guess at the content that it operates or represents operating hours, what those hours are, and how to find them. With the structured markup, you're telling the engine that this web page is about a local business. It has this name, this address, this phone, and these store hours. Search engines don't have to guess at what the data means, so there's no chance for errors or misinterpretation. Optimized content. So a basic locator is going to obviously include NAP data, but if that NAP data is incorrect or outdated, it's no longer useful to the customers and obviously can create a very negative experience. A locator may be the only digital interaction that this consumer has with the brand, so it's critical to ensure that when that user goes to the site, finds the nearest store, the user embarks, that the marketers are obviously taking advantage of this opportunity to communicate effectively and obviously deliver a full range of content to help influence that consumer's purchase decisions, such as store hours, special offers, linked information, social feeds, rich content, and even product inventory. So within mobile, obviously someone who is searching for a brick and mortar location, they can clearly be literally steps from the front door. A consumer searching a locator has already bought in, but failing in that final step of the search process can be detrimental and obviously foregoing a near guaranteed sale. For these reasons, it's critical that the businesses prominently feature store locator functionality on the mobile page and across any apps, and ensure the locator's obviously visible and adaptive to mobile. Optimizing for local discovery on mobile also obviously offers the opportunity to tap into the GPS for auto detection of users' location. It's going to provide the opportunity for best possible user experience and clearly quickly convert that user. Along with this, in the response and the rise of mobile, as David mentioned earlier, engines are tweaking algorithms consistently to prioritize sites that are mobile adaptive and are seeing a ton of mobile traffic. I'm not sure if anybody caught that blog piece a couple of weeks ago about the date of 4/21 with Google, but this happens to be a date that they've announced where they're going to yet reiterate and prioritize mobile-friendly sites and surface app results even higher. So not only will making your page mobile-friendly deliver a rich user experience, but it's clearly going to improve search ranking as well. And then finally, conversions. So the main purpose of the locator is obviously to deliver relevant store information across the user as quickly and as seamlessly as possible, but it shouldn't stop there. Brands need to be factoring in their conversion goals as they're building out a locator. The information should drive the desired actions and cater directly to the customer's needs. The two most important calls to action across mobile tend to be get directions or click to call. The page needs to be coded so that the information and the consumer can easily make use of that info. But beyond the basic actions, there's also an opportunity to drive additional or associated actions that assist with that conversion. For instance, schedule an in-person appointment, shop online, pick up in store, or engage with a customer service professional. All these actions require less effort than coming into a store, but at the end they help achieve the same result. To this point, in a recent Think with Google piece published just late last year titled The 3 New Realities of Local Retail, Google performed a study titled The Digital Impact of In-Store Shopping. When asked what information would help in local results, 75% of the respondents said product pricing at a nearby store, followed closely by 74% who said product inventory at that same location. So to illustrate this complexity, Yext has a consulting team designed specifically to help our clients design, architect, and optimize customized locators and location landing pages. These locators are built into a client's owned and operated website, either in a subdomain or subdirectory structure. So it's critical for our team to understand the brand's style guidelines, as well as obviously meeting performance as defined by any core key metrics, KPIs, et cetera. The Yext consultants help build out pages that are rich in local content and detailed information designed to help influence the customer's path to purchase and get them closer to that decision. So to recap, we talked about why locators are more important than ever due to the explosion of mobile. So its proliferation of local search tools is clearly vital for these brands to be the authoritative source of their own first-party digital presence. We discussed how dynamic map content makes it challenging for SEO. So again, to combat this, you should incorporate the static elements of the store location pages. By building out store locators with rich and complete information and linking them back to those store location pages, the brands can convert high-quality leads at a much lower cost per. And finally, if I can get it here, obviously if a customer has opted into a store locator, they're about 90% through the purchase funnel. So it's up to the brand marketer to ensure the last 10% is as seamless as possible. Got any questions on any of this? Come out and see us later. Thanks very much.